Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is SportsDom coming back with another video. And this is my Florida Panthers at Buffalo Sabres recap. The Sabres fall to 1-1 on the season. They lose 4-3 at home to the Florida Panthers, a division team. And they're Florida's a very, very good team. They were a very good team last year. I think they won the President's Trophy last year. They're a very good hockey team, and they, like the Ottawa Senators, made some very impressive offseason moves. The Buffalo Sabres also made some impressive moves, but in Don Granato's post-game interview, he said that they're a little pissed off right now that they didn't win, and there was things in the game that pissed them off, and that right now they're a pissed off hockey team, which is good. They had chances to win this game. Eric Comrie, to me, he wasn't on his game. I think we need to play Craig Anderson in Edmonton. And, they play at Edmonton on Tuesday. So I think they need to play Craig Anderson in that game. But today we had plenty of chances to win this game. And they should be a pissed off hockey team. Florida kind of pushed them around a little bit, but toward the end, Buffalo started getting more physical, and like Don Granato said, there was things in the game that pissed him off, but the quit, they never quit. They battled Florida, and they were in it right till the end. So let's go over the goals. It was Florida 4, Buffalo 3. Shots were Florida 37, Buffalo 27, and this is an issue. We got to get the puck on net. We can't allow 36, 37 shots on goal every game and expect to win hockey games. We got to get that cleaned up. And they're a young team, but they're good. They're gonna progress as the season goes on. You watch. They're gonna win a lot of hockey games this year. And I said before the season started, they're going to surprise people. You saw game 1, how surprising they can be. Today, it just wasn't their day, but they showed up, though. Block shots, Florida 10, Buffalo 13. Hits, Florida 11, Buffalo 12. Face-offs, Florida 30, Buffalo 33. Power plays, Florida was 2 for 6, Buffalo 0 for 4. We gotta score on the power play. I keep saying this and I can't stress it enough. We have to score on the power play. We gotta get a power play going, guys. We do. This is a must happen. We gotta get a power play going. Penalty minutes, Florida 12, Buffalo 16. And now let's go over the scoring. In the first period at 10:35, it was Buffalo's Alex Tuch. His first of the season, assisted by Henry Jokiharju. His first of the season, and Eric Comrie, our new goalie. His first of the season. And it's 1-0 Buffalo. And then at 14:03, it was Florida's Colin White. His first, assisted by Eetu Luostarinen. His first, and Anton Lundell, his first, and it's 1-1. And then again in the first, at 18:09, it was Florida's Matthew Tkachuk. His second of the season, assisted by Gustav Forsling. His first of the season, and it's 2-1 Florida. But still in the first, hold on. At 18:51, it was Buffalo's assistant captain Zemgus Girgensons, his first of the season, assisted by J.J. Peterka, his first, and Rasmus Dahlin, his first. And after one period, it's a 2-2 hockey game. 4 goals in that first period. And then in the second period, at 2:31, it was Aaron Ekblad, his first of the season, a power play goal, assisted by Alexander Barkov, his first of the season, and former Sabres Sam Reinhart, his first of the season. And it's 3-2 Florida. And then at 17:45, it was another former Sabre. It was Florida's Brandon Montour, his first of the season, a power play goal, assisted by Matthew Tkachuk, his first, and Alexander Barkov, his second of the game, his second of the season. And it's 4-2 Florida in the second. And then at 19:01 of the second, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, his second of the game, or his second of the season, assisted by Alex Tuch, his first of the year. And it's 4-3, and that would be the scoring, because there was no scoring in the third period. And the penalties in the first period at 2:40, it was Buffalo's J.J. Peterka, 2 minutes for hooking. And then at 15:52, it was Florida's Matthew Tkachuk, 2 minutes for roughing. And then in the second, at 47 seconds, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, 2 minutes for cross-checking. And then at 5:33 of the second, it was Buffalo's Zemgus Girgensons, 2 minutes for high sticking. At 8:24, it was Florida's Ryan Lomberg, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 8:24, it was Buffalo's Ilya Lyubushkin, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 8:24, it was Buffalo's Ilya Lyubushkin, 2 minutes for interference. So he got a double minor. And then at 11:04, it was Florida's Josh Mahara, 2 minutes for holding. And then at 17:11, it was Buffalo's Jacob Bryson, 2 minutes for tripping. And then in the third, at 2:16, it was Buffalo's Peyton Krebs, 2 minutes for high sticking. And at 2:40, it was Florida's Brandon Montour, 2 minutes for interference. And then at 2:54, it was Florida's Sam Bennett, 2 minutes for tripping. And then at 20 minutes, it was Buffalo's Dylan Cousins, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 20 minutes, it was Florida's Matthew Tkachuk, 2 minutes for roughing. So they got kind of in a little bit of a scrum toward the end of the game. Eric Comrie stopped 33 of 37 shots. And Shane Knight or Sean Knight, I think it is, or anyway, Knight was in goal for Florida, and he stopped 24 of 27 shots. Like I said, Buffalo had a lot of chances. They got to go into Edmonton and play pissed off. They're going to get better as the season progresses, I promise you. But this West Coast road trip, it isn't going to be easy. Edmonton again, they're a good team. They got Evander Kane, they got Leon Draisaitl. I think they have Zach Cashin. I think he may not still be there. He may not. But if we can, I want to go. Of course, I want to go 4-0 on the West Coast road trip. They probably won't. If we could go 3-1 or 2-2, it's a successful road trip. And I want to see them have a successful West Coast road trip. They go for 4, starting in Edmonton. Then they go to Calgary, and then they go to Vancouver, and then Seattle. I'm not saying they can't go 3-1. I'm hoping they do. They probably won't go 4-0. Not on this West Coast road trip. Not especially with teams like Edmonton. I think they can beat Edmonton if they go in there and they play pissed off. I think Craig Anderson will be in net. So we'll probably see more of what we saw Thursday night against Ottawa out of Craig Anderson. But they gotta fix the power play. They can't take these these stupid penalties. They got to clean up the penalties. They got to score on the power play when they have the opportunities. And the goalies Craig Anderson played out of his mind against Ottawa. But my 3 stars of this game, of course, my 3rd star of this game has got to go to Florida Panthers. Matthew Tkachuk, that dude. He's a good player, and he scored today. So, good for him. My 2nd star goes to Buffalo Sabres. Rasmus Dahlin, who also had his 2nd goal of the season. And my 1st star of the game goes to Buffalo Sabres Alex Tuch, who got his 1st goal of the season. Him and Peyton Krebs, I've mentioned this many, many times in many, many videos, came over from the Vegas Golden Knights in that Jack Eichel trade. But like I said, guys, I think you're gonna see a pissed off hockey team in Edmonton, and I think they're gonna somehow find a way to win that game. I think they're gonna steal a couple on this road trip. If we can go 3-1 or 2-2, it's a successful West Coast road trip. So guys, stay tuned for my Buffalo Bills at Kansas City Chiefs preview, and stay tuned for my Buffalo Sabres at Edmonton Oilers preview. And the Buffalo Sabres fall to 1-1 on the season, but they got 80 games more to go. This was only game 2. They play an 82 game season, so they got 80 more games to go. And I think that they can get into the playoffs because, like I said, they're going to progress throughout the year. And I do think that they can get in the playoffs. Will they? That's still yet to be seen. But they can. And Don Granato can get them there. So guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. I like what I saw, with the Buffalo Sabres today. It was a tough loss, but there's going to be losses like that. And it's on to Edmonton. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Oilers in Edmonton. Go Sabres.